Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the week of April 25th. Now Libra, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Libra, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. And I also do content on my Instagram, so if you'd like to give me a follow there, there's a link to that in the description below. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot, and there is a link to that in the description below if you'd like to purchase that as well. Do hit the subscribe and like buttons. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, so let me make sure everything is in view here, and then we'll get right into it for you. All right, and make sure to also take 3 of these Kipper cards. Okay. Libra, so choices, decisions, options right now are kind of on the table for you. And I feel like there's this message here of you, there's this real message of you like not settling for some reason. I don't see financial loss in the future. What I see here, and we're going to talk about it more, what I see here is this feeling of you settling for something, which is absolutely a form of like scarcity mindset, or when you dip into like scarcity mode, you may settle for second best, or you may settle for something that is just not really truly in alignment with you out of desperation or some type of energy like that. And so that's kind of this energy that I'm feeling here for you right now, Libra. But let's go ahead and let's dive into this some more. So right away in the middle, you do have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is obviously talks about options, choices, decisions, right? You can see that this person, they have, first of all, they hold the key here, as you can see, but the thing is, they don't know what keyhole to put their key in, right? And so they don't know what door to enter. They don't know what door to open. And this can be a little bit overwhelming. It can be a little bit there can even be a feeling of confusion for this person because they recognize that they have so many choices and options and decisions in places that they can go. And so on one hand, it's good because you have options. On the other hand, it can bring about maybe a feeling of like you're being spread too thin. And I do feel like maybe some of you want to be careful that you're not rushing as well, rushing into something at this time because there is this energy of overwhelming feeling right now for some of you. And so there's maybe also a message here of not rushing as well to just pick a decision for the sake of picking a decision. And so yeah, that's definitely something that I also feel like is coming in here. Now, in the past, you do have the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So the Three of Cups is a really, really good card of like joy, celebration, good times with other people. This can refer to your social circle. This can refer to the company that you keep, certainly your friends. And it's typically a very good card, and I think it is for you. I think maybe some of you have found maybe a new alliance with somebody, or you maybe found you may have found your tribe, or feel like you are building your circle, or your soul tribe, or your soul family. Like some of you may have found that recently, or you may feel like you are now in a place where you can find that here with this Three of Cups. The thing is, this Nine of Wands here is interesting because the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. It's really telling you to continue moving forward and to continue charging ahead. I do wonder if there's something involving people here. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are dealing with a ton of like different people, like a bunch of people might be in your ear right now trying to say this is good, this is bad, this is the right way, this is not the right way, or you may just be meeting a ton of people at this time. And so it's like with this Nine of Wands, I feel like for some of you here, there may even be somebody who's frustrating you. Nine of Wands can refer to frustration in life. And as you have that here paired with the Three of Cups, that is involving others. You have the Seven of Cups here as well, involving, suggesting that there may be a lot of different, there may be an abundance of choice or abundance of situations. And with the Nine of Wands, there is a frustration here, I think, is what is going on for you. And so whether this frustration is with another person, or you're frustrated with yourself about needing to decide or make a choice or go down a path, I do feel like this has maybe been maybe even like a point of contention for you between you and another person, especially if you're like in a relationship. That may have also come in, but let's go ahead and dive into this a little bit more. I actually really want to see what comes in to clarify these two cards. But in the future, you do have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So the Five of Pentacles, this is where I was saying at the beginning of the reading, where the Five of Pentacles can indicate financial loss, or it can indicate like losing something. It can maybe be associated with poverty. The word poverty, but this Five of Pentacles can also be about your mindset. And actually, I think it's a little bit different this time. I think what's going on here is it is about mindset, but it's also about you settling. Okay, so you see here all these different cups, all these different choices. Each cup holds a different option, right? You can see every cup has something different. Are you settling for a cup because you feel overwhelmed? Are you settling for an option because you feel overwhelmed? With the Five of Pentacles showing up here. And I feel like this is less about money, and I think this is more about involving others, your relationships to others, other people being involved here somehow, because we have an abundance of people showing up. We also have a frustration coming in here. What's interesting is you do have this Page of Wands. There is an offer that is coming in the future. This says that there is good news on the way. This can be a job offer. It's actually a card you would want to see if you're with the Five of Pentacles here, because it's the biggest page card indicating specifically a job offer. So if that's something that you're looking for, Page of Wands can bring very good news in that area. But it can also say that you maybe have a tendency to charge into something too quickly. Rushing energy can also be implied with the Page of Wands, and there is this message here of maybe rushing. And so yeah, I would say to just take note of that. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. So you have the Magician, you have the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so you have this Magician here in the past with the Three of Cups. Some of you have taken action to put yourself out there. Some of you have taken action to put yourself out there. You've manifested this, right? You've manifested a new people into your life. The issue is you're now feeling trapped a little bit here. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit trapped. It's almost like maybe some of you, I wonder if some of you are just like looking for friend groups, or if you're looking for friends, or you're looking for new relationships or something like that. You've taken action to find those people. What's interesting is you've found those people, but now you're maybe feeling a little bit caged in. As you can see, the energy here of this on the Devil card, they're caged in. They have everything in front of them, you know, treasure, gold, everything, but they're also feeling trapped by all of the things that they've accumulated. And so it can bring in issues around power, issues around control. And I almost feel like you've found what you were you've received what you were trying to do with the Magician, right? The Magician says that there is attraction. There's a law of attraction type of energy with the Magician. It's a manifestation energy. You've attracted that thing, but now you feel maybe a little bit trapped and maybe even a little bit annoyed here with the Nine of Wands. But in the future, you do have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords showing up. So the Eight of Wands is really accelerated motion. It's the feeling of getting unstuck. It's a breakthrough energy. It's a breath of fresh air. It's things moving ahead. It's things going ahead. It's even brings good news, similar to the Page of Wands. Actually, both of these Wands cards can bring good news, can deliver good news to you. The Two of Swords is potentially sparring energy. It is potentially even interference in your life, or it is maybe even this feeling of being blindfolded to the realities of a situation. There may be interference somewhere for you here, and it's almost like there's like news of an offer, there's some type of news coming in here, and there's also interference associated with that news in some ways. It'll be different for everybody, but there is something that is not, how do I say this? It's almost like there's something that's not in place. There's something that's out of place here, and I can't quite put my finger on it right now. So let's go ahead and start to clarify a little bit more. So you have the main male, you have unexpected income, and you have wealthy man. Okay, well, these are very good energies. It doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to the cards here, and so you can take on any of these cards. Wealthy man in particular is someone who's at the end of a successful trading day. They are very good with making investments, smart financial moves, particularly stocks, situations like that, but really investments generally. It says investments can pay off for you, or they may have already have, or you may have made smart investments or choices with your finances. The unexpected income is, obviously potentially a pay bump or some type of gift that may come in. It wouldn't be a windfall, but it may just be an additional. It may be something small. Like you may get a letter where it's like, you overpaid. Here's $100, or here's like credit for something, because you do have news coming in, right, from a distance. It's that type of thing, or you may just receive a gift. There could be somebody here with main male. This could either be referring to you, or there could be other people involved here that are interfering for whatever reason. There could be interference on the board. There is interference here with this Two of Swords, and it may be coming from another person, because we do have this social situation going on here, and we do have all of this energy of like different people, different situations, that type of thing. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Emperor, and you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Swords in the past is, some type of breakthrough, and it's almost like a breakthrough in communication. Some of you, I see some of you having just had a lot of situations where you're definitely not isolated here, okay? Whatever's going on is you're talking, you're communicating. There's a lot of different people around you at this time, Libra, and this may be a new situation. Some of you may have felt isolated the past 2 years or so, as many of us have in the world here, and it's almost like that has changed recently for some of you. The Ace of Swords is also like a new beginning that leads to a victory, and so it's like you did attract something here with the Magician. You do have the Emperor as well. The Emperor is a very good omen, particularly in business. It says that you are successful, or you're taking the steps to be successful at this time. The Emperor is a major energy, literally, of success. And it can also refer to your father. It can refer to the father archetype. This is also asking you to take a strict look at your habits, your routines, and take authority and over your life, and build some type of stability in your life as well. You have the Six of Pentacles. There is something that you may be receiving here in the future. Six of Pentacles can see resources coming to you. It may not be huge. It's with that unexpected income, it's almost like there's like something extra that's coming in, or there's something like maybe it's like a tax refund, or there's like something like extra potentially for some of you. But the Six of Pentacles says that if you've given, you are now getting ready to receive. If you've been receiving too much, you may give back in some way. And remember, that can just be giving healing words of affirmation, or providing a crying shoulder to a friend, giving back in some way, or vice versa. Let's see what else we have. Let's move up the pyramid here. So we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So now there is something around your financial stability here, very clearly, with the Emperor indicating stability. Four of Pentacles is a card that can talk about getting a solid foot in the ground, especially financially, creating financial stability in your life. And you do have that here after, maybe with the Five of Pentacles, which is but here's interesting. So the Four of Pentacles, not only is this person interested in financial stability, but they are on the other hand anxious about losing what they have. And so if that anxiety continues, it could spill over into this Five of Pentacles, which is loss. And so this is about your mindset. I don't see you losing. I see some type of anxiety around the fear of losing, or again, something around settling when you don't necessarily have to. The Queen of Wands is a major card of attraction as well, very similar to the Magician in that both of them can indicate attracting something important into their life. Let's go and see what else we have here at the top of the pyramid. You do have the Six of Cups, so there is something you've always wanted that is coming in here with that Six of Cups. And this could absolutely be on the table here. This can refer to an ex relationship. I just don't feel that. I feel like there's something you've always wanted here. There's some maybe even dream that you always wanted to fulfill, and it's here. It's here, and it's like almost like some of you are now also recognizing that there's a little bit more to go. But this is an overall good message. You do have this Three of Wands, which is taking something to the next level. It's also about getting fired up about something, exploring your area, exploring the universe, travel, adventure, all good things. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.